This is something I just couldn't help but do because it is a really exciting thing because I am a big proponent of exercise. Exercise is crucial to ADD and intensifies your ability to focus. And so I came across something through actually a client of mine turned me onto it. The when I explored it, it really rocked it out. This is a video game. It is called Adventure, and it is found on the Nintendo Switch. And this is not a cheap device. And yeah, maybe I don't have a parity on what a cheap device is on video games because I haven't been into video games. But if you are a gamer and you are struggling to get off the couch, I think we may have the answer for it. What you do is you have a virtual journey that gamifies exercise. And you get to fight my buddy, Dragano. Yes, this is Dragano. Pretty fearsome, huh? Well, there are some interesting aspects of psychology in this game that really glue people to exercise. And there's a lot of things that I really like about the design of this game. But let's backtrack for just a second and let's talk about why gamification is so powerful. Gamification is a process using game like elements, and we actually find those in business and marketing strategies. It works because it triggers real powerful human emotions. It gives the user control, and that's one of the things about exercise is that sense of control, that sense of not being forced to do something but invited to do something. It takes you on a journey and you accomplish things like get gold rings and many of the typical Journey of Zelda sorts of things. You accomplish goals and you do things for people, but it gives you maps to know where you are and where you're going. The reinforcement value for this game is enormous. It gives you a profound sense of achievement. And let's face it, we love to set goals and compete with ourselves. But that's not all. That's nothing compared to competing with others. So this game is also set up so it can be handed off between multiple people. And that is just a very clever aspect of design. And let's face it, we love rewards. This one almost doesn't need explaining. The aspect of this game is about dopamine, and dopamine plays a process in addiction. Gamification triggers a dopamine rush. It is very reinforcing. Let's keep that simple: leveling up, gaining a reward, getting feedback, or achieving something that gives you a little rush. Heavens, that's the whole reason we love video games. It's the escapism. Getting lost in role playing worlds and exploring altered states is why games like Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft are so popular. Well, this takes in elements of that. One of the simplest forms of gamification is getting a stamp every time you buy a cup of coffee. Collect 10 stamps, you get a free drink. It's like competing a level and getting a reward. Well, this really magnifies that. It's interesting how gamification works in the world of business and with just about everybody. 50% of startups that were recently polled said they were integrating gaming elements into their strategy for this year. This video game has really mastered the art of behavioral psychology. The secret of getting you to play longer, play more, and have more fun doing it. And so in our sedentary, screen addicted nation, game and app developers have long been asking, what if we put a little bit of exercise in our video games? A little bit of game video in our exercises? Yeah, that's going to work. Well, If you're finding this intriguing, enjoyable, how about giving me a thumbs up? And how about sharing it with others? Let's go back to what else I like about this game. Fitness in this game isn't a number on a scale. It's not a clothing size. It's totally not about training your body to do a little bit more than it could before. It's not about looking good. In fact, that can be intimidating if you don't have, a beach body. It's about feeling good and doing new and good things for your body. The fact that Ring Fit Adventure unapologetically makes insecurity and mental pain the major enemy in its story forces players to grapple with their own definition of what fitness is or should be. Framing fitness in this healthier and more sustainable way can allow you to be more patient with yourself and your body. You run toward progress and not toward pain. One of the things I really like about this game is you can absolutely start where you're at. It doesn't necessarily push you farther than you can go, and it uses small incremental goals to do it. Well, I see the biggest barrier in this one is perhaps the cost. I won't lie, it's a few $100s for the whole setup. It's readily available out in the community. But this one really excited me because exercise, for some people, they've never done it. It's not a habit, but this is a way to jump into it in a way that fits where you're at, that engages you, gives you that really nice shot of dopamine. And if you're a gamer, I think you're going to love this. Tell me your reactions if you buy this video game. Make the effort to come back and share your experience with others in the comment section. I am sure other people would really like to hear about your experience with this particular video game. Again, it is found on the Nintendo Switch, and it is called Ring Fit Adventure. This has been GH Glade, and if you like this video, again, give me a thumbs up. I am really trying to get the message of this platform across, and most of all, share it. And most of all, we'll see you next week. Take care.